Hello everyone, my name is Kim, welcome back to the channel, and if you guys are wondering why we're in my bedroom for the pay-per-view review for NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day, very simple. My mixology stuff is sitting on my desk downstairs and I'm too lazy to move it, because it all just got in like the last couple days, and I currently have nowhere to fucking put it, so it's just sitting on my desk. I gotta kind of go organize it and put it all away. But we're finally doing the review for TakeOver Vengeance Day. I just opened the pay-per-view predictions sheet by accident. I'm a fucking moron. That one's on me, you guys. NXT TakeOver. Oh, there's so many fucking reviews on this content. I gotta clean this laptop up at one of these points so I can, clean up all the Word documents and shit that are on it, because there's a lot. Alright. So we're starting with the Women's Dusty Cup Finals. We have Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. Predictions were Moon and Blackheart for both myself and Jesse. On the pre-show, LA Knight debuts and talks a whole lot of shit. LA Knight being the former Eli Drake. I don't know why the fuck they chose such a... It's such a stupid, like, old-timey name, and I get it. He's an NWA guy. This makes kind of sense because he's an NWA guy. But it sounds so dumb. Like, the promo he cut was great. Don't get me wrong. The promo was great. But, I don't know. I just didn't like I did not like the LA Knight name. It sounds dumb. He kicked Sam off the panel, though, so that was nice for a little bit until Sam came back. Pretty good start to the match. Kai and Gonzalez in control for most of the time. Moon and Blackheart take some control with lots of unique moves. Blackheart starts to focus on Kai's knee. Obviously, she's had knee injuries in the past, so very smart to focus on that. Moon in also focusing on the knee, trying to take her off of her feet. Kai being kept from Gonzalez. Ref misses the tag by Blackheart and Moon off of a distraction by Gonzalez. Kai almost gets to Raquel before, according to my notes, not Moon, realizes and drags her back, attacking the leg some more. Gonzalez is finally tagged in, starts destroying Ember. Powerbombs Blackheart into the barricade. Kai and Gonzalez in control over Moon. Kai is sent into Gonzalez. Moon takes them both down and clips to Gonzalez, which looked great. Kai gets in, stopping the ref from counting. Goddamn fucking... I was apparently fucking up on typing a lot. Moon gets his attention and gets a 2. Missile dropkick to save Moon from a powerbomb. Scissor kick after a kick out. Another kick out. Kai and Blackheart are in. Blackheart stopped as she goes up for sliced bread. Hits it from the top rope. Kai breaks it up. Moon goes in and throws her out. Suicide dive through Ember's legs by Shotzi. Codebreaker, Destroyer for a 2 count. Crossbody takes Kai down. Gonzalez breaks up the cool tag taunt. Moon trying to keep Gonzalez down. Interesting crossface was locked in, which looked really great. What the fuck was it? I think it was Moon on Kai, but on Gonzalez, but I can't remember for sure. Kai breaks up with a big kick. Tag, go to kick, or go to Kai. Is it go to kick? Is that what GTK stands for? Is it go to kick? I think that's what it is, but I don't know for sure. Or whatever, go to knee, whatever Kai does. But yeah, tag GTK by Gonzalez and Kai for a 2 count. Moon's thrown out onto the ramp, which was like the AEW style ramp where it's flat with the ring. I don't really know how I feel about those types of ramps. I kind of like the original ramp more, where it slopes down. Gonzalez pounces her off the stage. Blackheart with a quick pin attempt. Kai flipped over the ropes into Gonzalez. Shotzi thrown down from up top. Dakota. I don't know why I put Coda. Dakota thrown down onto Shotzi by Raquel. Big choke slam. Kai and Gonzalez win. 0-1 on predictions. 10 out of 10. It was great. Kai and Gonzalez made history, becoming the first Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners, whatever you want to call it, Dusty Cup. Can't wait to see their match for the Women's Tag Championships. I kind of hope they win because I'm tired of Shayna and Nia as champions, and I really want somebody better. Somebody that's an actual fucking tag team. Match number 2, the NXT North American Championship match. We have Johnny Gargano versus Kushida. Prediction was Kushida for both. Theory, as the way is going to go into the ring, is making their way into the ring. Theory is dipshit napped by Dexter Lumis. And yes, I call it dipshit napped because Austin Theory has been made to look like a dipshit. The Scooby-Doo gang is basically the way. The way is basically the Scooby-Doo gang when they see a villain out of nowhere. They're just like, oh shit, there's a villain right there. It's really dumb looking, but I love it. Johnny sends the rest of the way off to look for him, so Candice and Indy. Great start to the match, very quick. Johnny being alone is honestly really interesting to see because a lot of these times with big stables like this, you never really see them alone. They kind of just always have somebody by their side, somebody at ringside for them. Kushida control, slowing things down with a nice hold. Gargano can't get free. He takes control, throwing Kushida into the stairs and being very aggressive until Kushida reverses the suplex into a Falcon Arrow, connecting into an armbar, which was magnifique. Chicken wing suplex by Kushida, dropkick to the arm. Kushida's focusing on the left arm of Johnny Gargano at this point. Gargano tries to take control, but Kushida shuts him down until Johnny catches him with a neckbreaker in the ropes. Gargano still in control, attacking Kushida's arm, mocks his taunt. Lots of roll-up attempts. Every time Johnny tries, Kushida reverses it. Clothesline by both men. Kushida destroying Gargano. Lots of quick strikes. Interesting holds in. Tries for a chicken wing suplex, but Gargano avoids it. Kushida in with a German suplex. Kick to the head. Slingshot spear is caught. DDT. Beautiful suplex with a bridge for a 2 count. Kushida attacks Gargano's arm over the ropes. Kicked in the face. Kushida taking control. Suplex reversed by Gargano into a twisting suplex. Rope-assisted DDT for a 2 count. Lots of reversals as both try to get submissions in. Cross arm breaker. Gargano rolls up for a 2 count. Both are taken down with clotheslines. Kneeling back and forth strikes. Gargano escaped, but Kushida is holding on as best as he can. Gargano in clear pain because of his arm. Reverses it into the hoverboard lock as he gets his arm away from Gargano. Rolls back to the middle. Kushida reverses a roll up into a pin of his own. Lawn dart as Kushida tries to get the hoverboard lock in again. Chicken wing suplex into the turnbuckle. Superplex type move into the armbar, but Gargano is holding on as best as he can. It's locked in. He turns over, but Kushida rolls again. Johnny's so close to the ropes before rolling over again. Gargano gets his feet on the ropes. Kushida is slammed in the apron. Hoverboard lock still in. Kushida slammed in the barricade. He runs down the ramp at Gargano and kicks his arm. In they go, and Kushida gets the hoverboard lock in. He gets to the rope and hits Kushida with a neck breaker. One final beat onto the ramp. One final beat into the ring. Gargano wins 0-2 on predictions. 9 out of 10. I think the match was great, but the ending seemed really rushed. Like, Johnny won with the one final beat. Like, that's not how Johnny is. Like, what the hell happened? Why was one final beat what he finished with? He normally finishes with the Gargano escape, or hell, at least the super kick, but the one final beat, I get he did it onto the ramp beforehand, but, like, it just looked bad, and I feel like Kushida should have won that, and then, like, the one final beat, and then a second one, and that was the ending. That was just, it seemed wrong. It just looked wrong to me. I didn't like it, and yeah, I personally really did not like the ending to that match, and it pissed me off. Like, it really pissed me off, and it shouldn't piss me off as much as it did, but it did. Match number 3, the Men's Dusty Cup Finals, MSK versus Grizzled Young, I can't fucking do it. It sounds like he's passing a fucking kidney stone when he says it, I swear to God. MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans. I predicted MSK, Jesse predicted GYV. Gibson's in control of the match for the Grizzled Young Veterans off the start. Drake's tagged in, still keeping control over Carter. Carter takes control for MSK. Lee is tagged in, keeping control. MSK takes control. Lee with an insanely athletic suicide dive. Carter takes out Drake with one after, using Lee as a step stool. GYV in control again. Drake's trying for a lot of pins. Not getting any of them, though. They're all like 1 or 2 counts. Tag offense by GYV, trying to keep control and win the match off of easy pins. It's not really working. Carter's being isolated from Lee. Gibson takes Lee down from the apron. GYV attack with dropkick flatliner for a 2 count. Carter ducks under a spinning heel kick. Gibson is accidentally pushes him towards Lee. He's tagged in and takes it to GYV. Suicide dive over the turnbuckle, takes them both down. Amazing back flipping kick to Gibson. Drake takes him down from up top. Lee slams Gibson down. Super kick, they take down Drake. Carter unloads on Gibson. Lee caught with a knee on his springboard move, Helter Skelter, which I didn't even know they had a move called Helter Skelter, so that was really cool to find out. 450 for a 2 count. Lee avoids the tag move. Drake breaks it up at 2. Carter saves Lee. GYV hit together. Tag springboard thing. Poison Rana. Swanton bomb. Interesting dive move for a 2 count. I didn't really know what it was. It was like he kind of did a moonsault, but was also doing a lot of turns. And it was hard to really tell what the fuck was going on in the move, but it looked great. Lee's taken down with a Doomsday device with a suicide dive through the ropes, which looked great. So if you guys don't understand what the fuck I'm saying, Lee was on one of their shoulders, and there was a suicide dive through the ropes into a Doomsday device, which just looked amazing. Carter trying to fight off both of GYV. Tag, backstabber move for a 2 count. Ticket to Mayhem broken up by Lee. Blockbuster off of Carter's shoulders. MSK wins. 1 and 2 on predictions for me. 0 and 3 for Jesse. 20 out of 10. It was a great match. It was insane. And it does suck for GYV because I do like the Grizzled Young Veterans. I think they're a fantastic tag team. I think they're great on the mic. And it sucks that they lost 2 years in a row because they are a great team, like I said. And I do think they deserve a title run in NXT at some point. But honestly, congrats to MSK on the win. The match was fucking insane. I loved it. I cannot wait to see Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan versus MSK for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Hopefully at WrestleMania. I'm hoping that all the NXT titles are on the line at Mania. It makes it worth the 2 days of Mania, in my opinion. But we'll see. Match number 4 with the NXT Women's Championship triple threat match. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm versus Mercedes Martinez. Prediction was Io Shirai for both. Martinez takes Shirai down before the announcer even finishes talking, taking down Storm in control of the match until Shirai throws her out of the ring. Storm and Shirai going at it. Storm is in control, taking it to Shirai before Martinez hits Storm with a corkscrew DDT to Storm outside the ring. For Martinez hits Storm with a I was half asleep at this point, apparently, because I'm fucking up all my writing. Martinez in control over Storm. 3 amigos by Martinez. Storm stops the third. Missile dropkick to Martinez. Double knees in the corner. Storm stops her before a second. Hip attack to Shirai. Martinez gets her with a spine buster before she can hit her. Shirai stopping Martinez from winning. Martinez gets a submission on Shirai. Shirai had one in on Storm. Suplex with the crossface still locked in. Martinez is still in control. Release German suplex off of the top rope to Shirai. Double stomp to Martinez. Table breaks as Storm taps it. She's going to clear it off, and the table just breaks. And Vic Joseph's just like, oh, it's from MSK earlier. I'm like, no, the table's just fucked up. Shirai dives down from the scaffolding, trussing to Storm Martinez. I think it was to make up for that spot. I think they had something planned with the table, but obviously because of the table just breaking as Toni Storm was trying to wipe it off and clean off the stuff and get all the stuff off of it, they had to change the spot. Storm 0 to Martinez after a headbutt. Martinez out at 2. Flying headbutt to Martinez over the moonsault. Covers Martinez. Shirai wins 10 out of 10. 2 and 2 for me. 1 and 3 for Jesse. It was a great match. I thought all of them did great, and it had a great ending to the match with the insane finish of Shirai hitting that moonsault after the headbutt was hit, with it basically being to both of them. I thought it looked great. And finally, the main event of the night, not match of the night, Jesus. I mean, it is match of the night for me. It was match of the night, but still, that's not the point. NXT Championship match, Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. Very slow start to the match with a lot of ground game from Balor, which kind of shocked me. I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, they're both known really well. They're both really good technical wrestlers, but I was like, okay, this is going to be fast-paced, out of control, hard-hitting. No. It was very slow, and it kind of pissed me off for the first 5 minutes of the match, I'd say. Balor's in control over Dunne. Even after a monkey flip, he held on to the armbar. Interesting chokehold by Dunne, almost like Dakota silence is the best way I could describe it. Lots of holds between the two. Slow match, grappling on the ground. Dunne manipulating the joints while he has the hold held in, manipulating the fingers. More joint manipulation holds by Dunne. Balor getting some joint manipulating holds in now, which was really cool to see. I always love it when people do the joint manipulation to the people who normally do joint manipulation. Dunne trying to break the hold, but Balor is holding on even with the punches to the jaw. Dunne with a spinning suplex to Balor for a 2 count. Ankle lock on the turnbuckle / rope. Balor stomps on it hard. Another leg submission, but Dunne reverses it to a pin. He stomps his ankle really hard. Reverses it to a pin for a 2 count. Enziguri and a clothesline. Balor covers but gets a 2 count. Balor with tons of stomps to Dunne, followed by a knee to the back of the head, which looked fucking brutal. Dunne grabbing the fingers to break the STF, slams him down on the mat, chops in the corner, choking Dunne on the rope. Dunne goes to flip over Balor in the corner, but his knee gives out, stomps to Balor after lots of reversals, including from the DDT. Sit-out powerbomb to Balor for a 2 count. Dunne manipulates Balor's arm and hand before stomping on his elbow. Snap German suplex, stomps on the hands. Like I said, for the first 5 minutes of this, it was slow-paced, fucking rest holds and ground game and technical shit. And then it just went 0 to 100. Kick to the head missed. Balor with a sweep to the knee. Backstabber, John Woo dropkick after the DDT. Coup de grace countered into a triangle. Balor almost gets the rope, but Dunne rolls him back to the middle of the ring. Balor crawling back to the back rope, gets it, but is basically out, like he's completely passed out. Dunn picks him up, Raph backs him off so he can look him over. Dunn stomps on his head/shoulder. Bitter end is reversed. 1916's reverse. Bends the fingers. Octopus stretch in the middle of the ring. Bends the fingers some more. Whew. I'm getting a little bit out of breath here. This match, I forgot how long it went. Balor stomping on the face. Dunn not letting go. Balor elbows in before Dunn pulls his arm into his nuts, basically. So basically, how I should best explain this is Dunn had a hold of one of Finn's arms, went under his legs, almost like he was getting ready to do his signature move right before he does the bitter end, and he yanked it back, basically low blowing Balor with his own arm, which I thought was great. Stomp on the hands. Dunn does it again. Big kick. Powerbomb reversed into a DDT. John Woo drop kick is reversed into an enziguri. Pele kick to the head. 1916 out of the reverse bitter end for a 2 count. Dunn holding onto Balor's hand. Snaps the fingers almost, but Balor stomps the ankle. Stomped the ankle. Finger snapped. Stomped to the back. Took out the mouthpiece. Beautiful drop kick to the face. Coup de grace in 1916, and Balor wins. 20 out of 10. 3-2 for me. 2-3 for Jesse. That match was fucking nuts. Like I said, it started so slow, but my God, did it fucking pick up. And it had a lot of close calls, a lot of close finishes. Brutal fucking brawl between two of the very best wrestlers in the world, and I will say that with every fiber of my being. Oni and Danny attack Balor post-match. Saw that coming. Dunn bites the official as the beatdown continues. The Undisputed Era come to his rescue, which, funnily enough, Kyle O'Reilly, the lion cunt, said, "Oh, it's nice to watch TakeOver as a fan because Undisputed Era won't be on the show." Lion asshole. Dunn and his pussies run off. Now the fight is fair. Balor is a bit shocked they came to his rescue. O'Reilly offers him his hand. Balor's kind of like a little bit skeptic. He's a little shaken. He's not sure. And then he, accepts it. They help him up. They pose together. Balor doing the gun, the Bullet Club gun, and Undisputed Era doing the Undisputed Era pose. And then Adam Cole super kicks Finn Balor in the face. Like, what the fuck, man? And if that wasn't bad enough, as he's standing over by Roddy to one side of the ropes and Kyle's a little bit further away, I'm like, he looks like he's in perfect range, and then boom, super kick to Kyle O'Reilly. I'm like, you fucking son of a bitch. I'm so confused. Roderick Strong was confused. Jesse was confused. The fans were confused. I'm sure Bobby Fish is sitting at home and he's confused. Just so sad. I give the pay-per-view 7 stars, man. It was like, fuck me, it was great. The match of the night, main event, but it was such a swerve at the end. I didn't fucking like it at all. I still don't. I'm very upset and sad because Undisputed Era is like my favorite stable in wrestling right now, and I will 100% put money on that. They are my favorite stable in wrestling right now. So to see them potentially break up, but it looks like Adam Cole. The rumor is Adam Cole is probably going to go to the main roster, and Balor is probably going to take over Undisputed Era. I'm fine with that. If that happens, that happens. But it was just Balor, Adam turning just was a shock. I didn't expect it. So if you guys don't know what happened, basically a few months ago, it was announced that Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, and the rest of the Undisputed Era were going to be turning face. And they did. And it worked. It was great. They turned face. It was great. Everyone loved it. I'm like, it's too good to be true. And them being together for this long was also a shock. Like, it was so insane. And then all of a sudden this happened, and I'm like there it is. Like it's always bound to happen. And I don't know what to think of it. Like, I haven't watched NXT yet from this past Wednesday, from yesterday. So, but yeah, it was disappointing to see Adam Cole turn on O'Reilly and Balor. And some people, or O'Reilly and Strong and Fish, some people were saying, oh, he did it because Kyle is showing too much. He's showing that they're weak by helping Balor. I'm like, no, he's fucking not. Fuck off with that bullshit, okay? There was no reason to do this. It was stupid. Why, Adam? Why? But I'm sure we'll find out eventually, and maybe he's just jealous. He wants a championship. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll see you in the next video. Stay golden. Peace.